The ashes of Veridian house still clung to Clara's hands as she unfolded the charred map she'd pulled from her mother's locket. The paper crackled, its edges blackened, but the coordinates glowed faintly. Blackthorn Cove. Dr. Bennett traced it to a shipwreck off the coast, the SS Veridian, lost in 1923, the same year her great-aunt Lydia vanished. Coincidence? Bennett muttered. But Clara's locket turned icy against her chest as they drove into the fog-choked town. A black car tailed them, headlights dark, its presence a silent threat. Blackthorn Cove was a skeleton of salt-rotted docks and boarded-up shops. The townsfolk watched from behind the curtains as Clara and Bennett parked outside a crumbling lighthouse. Inside, Mara, the archivist, greeted them with a lantern and a ledger bloated by seawater. "Lydia stayed here," she rasped, thrusting the book into Clara's hands. The pages held sketches of a monstrous clock fused with seaweed and gears, its hands twisted like drowned branches. "A tidal clock," Mara said. "It doesn't tell time, it steals it." That night, Clara dreamt of waves swallowing a clock tower, Lydia's screams echoing as the sea dragged her under. She woke to tidal charts nailed to her door, her name circled in red. They dove at dawn. The SS Veridian loomed in the murk, its hull split like a carcass. Inside the captain's quarters, Clara found a brass chronometer still ticking, its rhythm syncopated, wrong. Beside it lay a rusted box stamped with the Veridian crest. Inside, a cracked smartphone glowed, 2023 tech, in a 1923 grave. The last text froze her blood. "Clara, don't trust." The sender's name was her own. Bennett's voice crackled through her dive comms. "This isn't possible." "Nothing's impossible here," Clara whispered. Back ashore, Mara revealed the tidal clock's purpose. A prison for unwanted hours. In a sea cave beneath the lighthouse, they found it, a chamber of half-drowned clocks, their hands spinning backward. Clara touched one, and the vision struck like a tidal wave. Lydia, fierce in 1920s attire, arguing with a man in a tailored suit. The mayor's face flickered in the shadows. "You'll drown us all!" Lydia screamed. A gunshot. Salt water filled Clara's lungs as the vision spat her out. Bennett dragged her back, his voice urgent. "This place remembers." At dawn, Mara's body washed ashore, her fists clenched around clock gears. The sheriff called it suicide. The mayor appeared at the funeral, smirking. "Some secrets sink deeper than ships." That night, Clara hacked the smartphone, deleted texts spilled across the screen. "Silence the cove, bury the clocks, $10." The sender, her father. Silas Thorne materialized from the shadows as Clara collapsed onto the lighthouse floor. "Your father tried to shield you," he said, his voice like cold steel. "But the tide always returns." He tossed her a live feed. Bennett trapped in the drowning chamber, water rising. "Wind the chronometer, or watch him die." Clara plunged into the chamber, the chronometer biting into her palm. As the water swallowed Bennett, she wound the device. Time fractured. She stood on the deck of the SS Veridian in 1923, storms raging. Lydia aimed a pistol at the mayor's ancestor. "You'll never sense the tide!" Clara lunged, deflecting the bullet. The ship heaved. Waves devoured the deck. She woke on the cove's shore, Bennett coughing beside her. The chamber was gone, the chronometer vanished. Back at Veridian House, Clara found a new entry in her journal, her own handwriting. I saved Bennett, but who did I erase? Bennett uncovered a 1923 headline. Local heroine, Lydia Veridian saves ship from sabotage. The photo beneath it was Clara's face. On the cliffs above Blackthorn Cove, Silas Thorne watched, a tidal clock ticking in his grip. Round 3, Ms. Thorne? The sea roared, hungry for the next secret.